You must have done something bad to be put over here beside me.
Might as well. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Good evening. I am calling the January 20th, 2026 meeting of the Amherst County Board of Supervisors to order. The time is 7 p.m. Board members, the first thing is our approval of the agenda. My understanding is that our county attorney, Mark Popovich, could not be with us this evening, so we have been requested to remove the vape shop discussion, which is item 9A. Is there any problems with doing so? Okay.
I move that we approve the agenda with the amended changes.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor by Mr. Adams. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I vote aye. All right. Moving on, would you please rise for the invocation by Mr. Pugh, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance by Mr. Campbell.
All right, let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you tonight to ask for your guidance, your wisdom, and your support as we go about the business of the county. We ask that you keep those in harm's way safe, such as our public safety officers, our EMTs, and our sheriff's office. We ask that you keep all of us here safe as the pending snow is about to come down this week, that we ask that you keep us safe and our families safe. We ask all these things in your name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, gentlemen. All right. The next section on our agenda is citizen comment. We have one person signed up, so we'll go to him first. Mr. Jones Stanley, if you would come forward, state your district, your name, and you will have 3 minutes to address the board, sir.
I'm District 3. My name is Jones Harrison Stanley. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, board members. I represent Amherst County in the Airport Commission, as you will know, and I try to get up here every time something important happens. This time I'm bringing good news. We now have United Airlines going to fly from Dulles to Lynchburg, Lynchburg on to Chicago. That's going to save a lot of time and a lot of trouble. Not only that, it will eliminate a lot of traffic going to Charlotte. In other words, right now, it's difficult to get on an airplane going to Charlotte, and even more difficult to get on one coming back. You usually have to go through Roanoke if you really want to get here on time. So what this is going to do is going to take all that international traffic that usually would ride to Charlotte to go international. They're going to be going to Chicago on O'Hare. The flights are timed so that they match the international flights. In other words, the flight coming from Chicago to Lynchburg and then on to Dulles in the evening, gets there about 8 o'clock, 7:40, 8 o'clock. The international flights usually leave about 10. So it's a perfect step to get him. You can get on here at Charlotte in the evening, get an hour flight up to Dulles, and in 7 hours you'll be in Rota, Spain, or Madrid, or wherever you want to go over to Europe. Travel. So I've got a schedule here for all you guys. I want to talk just a little bit about it in just a minute, but I want to give you the schedule first so you can look at it and let me get my sheets out. Look at it and kind of keep it to yourself. I want to caution you about one thing. If you go to fly before or after January the 31st of this year, it's going to cost you $45 more unless you have a real ID or a passport. I would strongly recommend, as much as you all probably travel, and I'm sure you do, get you a passport, because if you have to go to a foreign country, the time to get a visa, it takes time. It's double that if you have to get a passport and then a visa. The real ID will not get you into these foreign countries that require visas. You're going to have a visa. So if you'll look at that schedule there and take a look at it and see if you have any questions about it, I'll be glad to answer whatever the questions might be. We had, as I told you the last time I was up here, I think the airport manager was here with us, we had $1 million that we held in abeyance that the federal government gave us to get another airline into the Lynchburg airport. And we had it held out there for 2 years for American, and then we put it out there for the first person that came along, and United came along and they took it. So they'll start on March the 24th or the 26th and start the run then. So you can kind of see the things cropping up as more people tend to want to travel during the summer. They may put on more flights, but not yet. So they have fulfilled their promise of what they're supposed to do, and we look forward to working with them.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions about any of it?
Great news.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Have a great evening. Okay, is there anyone else in the audience that would like to address the board? Ms. Pryor, if you'd come forth, state your name and district, please, and you have 3 minutes.
Evening. First off, I'd like to thank y'all for doing your jobs here. It was nice to hear the chit-chat, but I don't feel too much like chit-chat. Our planet Earth is flying through this beautiful universe, and we have turmoil. We have real possibilities of nuclear bombs being dropped. We have an insane leader of this republic who is defying every bit of our United States Constitution. And I assume some of y'all were in the service. I'm assuming y'all all pledged not to the republic, but to the United States Constitution. I did. I was a magistrate for 16 years. I took that vow, and I still feel that vow is relevant to me. We are having people murdered on our streets. We are having people disappeared. We have at least 3 Native people that have been disappeared from their home communities. No one knows where they are. We have flights going out of this country to other possibilities. I myself, at 77, I live in fear now. I can come before this board and say one of the reasons that we have so much problem is we have no control over the money that is going into our government. A few years ago, we had a debate with our sheriffs, and I raised the question, is any of the Americans from Amherst County going to Israel to get trained? I was laughed at that little forum. I don't know whether they went or not. I think we need to find that out. Y'all have oversight on the Amherst County Sheriffs. The sheriff has signed an agreement with ICE, and we don't want illegal, harmful people in this community, but we also don't want citizens taken to other countries on flights to wherever, be it El Salvador or somewhere in Africa. We don't want young women with children murdered on the streets, and the man that pulls the trigger has a mask on and he walks away. We are in crucial times, people, and you have to hold the line here in Amherst County. I don't care whether you're a Democrat. I'm an independent. Okay, I may be towards the left, but I care about y'all. I don't want your child, be it male or female, to go to war and die for Greenland. We have no business getting in these wars. Y'all need to take care of business here for us, but you need to realize that our government, our federal government, is now controlled by people that do not have our best interest at hand. And I hope that y'all will take what I'm not a wackadoodle. I'm well-read, not well-read enough. I'm going away from this planet. I could stay home, but instead, I may be putting a target, I may be disappeared for standing here in front of y'all saying, y'all need to look at what Israel has done to our country. And this is not an attack on the Jewish religion. It is an attack on the Zionists who are funding money. And we all need to, yes.
You wrap it up, please.
I will wrap it up. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are standing up, and whatever the disagreements are, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, Ms. Pryor.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else that would like to address the board? All right. Seeing none, we'll move on to public hearings. Mr. Creasy, ordinance 2026-1, Planning Commission membership.
Chairman, Board, it's good to see you all tonight. As you've indicated, this is an ordinance brought before you. The purpose of the ordinance is to increase the total number of voting members on our current Planning Commission from 6 to 7 by creating one additional at-large member. Right now, we currently have 6, which is not seen in many other localities. This would increase the number to an odd number, which will help with odd voting. Following Robert's Rule of Order can sometimes be difficult if commissions members do not change their mind. There is a list of localities found within your packet, and the number of voting members that they have. This would put us more in line with Campbell, Bedford, and Appomattox County. And then there's also a letter of support from the chairman indicating that they are behind this ordinance. And at this time, do you have any questions for staff?
Board?
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Creasy, I know why this board changed the former Planning Commission membership to what it is today. My question would be, if we changed it to 7 members, we're assuming that everyone would show up, or because if one member laid out, we're back to the even amount of members again. Couldn't we just as easily go to 5 members?
Yes, sir, I would assume so. I would need to seek guidance from our legal counsel about that, having one already in position, but I would see that you could not. No, sir, I don't see any issues.
Do we normally have issues with filling vacancies on the Planning Commission?
No, sir. In my time as director, we've had 2 vacancies, and in that time, we actually had multiple people respond wishing to be on the Planning Commission. So I would say no, but that's not to tell the future.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir. Board members, any other questions? All right, if not, thank you, Ms. Creasy. We'll open the public hearing. Is there anyone here that would like to speak in favor of the ordinance? Is there anyone here that would like to speak in opposition? Okay, hearing and seeing none, the public hearing is closed. Board, what's your pleasure?
Mr. Chair, I'll move that the board adopt ordinance 2026-1 as presented.
All right, thank you, Mr. Adams. There is a motion on the floor by Mr. Adams. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, I'd just like to add just a little bit. I see what Mr. Campbell is saying. I mean, either way on this, as far as I'm concerned, I think it's worked well on the time I served on the Planning Commission. you know, I don't know what happens if you don't have enough people and then you don't get the quality people you would like to serve. I mean, that could be a situation that would arise, but if the planning commission is fine with this, then I suppose I am as well.
Okay. Anything else? All right, motion on the floor is to approve. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. I vote aye. Ordinance passes. Moving on to the consent agenda, we have two items, minutes from the January 6th meeting and also a memorandum of agreement for the EDA multi-tenant building maintenance. Is there any discussion on the consent agenda? Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the consent agenda.
Thank you, Mr. Campbell. Motion on the floor by Mr. Campbell. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. I vote aye. Moving on to new business, a memorandum of understanding between Amherst and Nelson for solid waste disposal. Mr. Bryant?
Yes, sir. Nelson County is, they're seeking to refurbish their transfer station tipping floor that will require time for the newly poured concrete to cure. Nelson County is requesting authorization from Amherst County to direct haul its solid waste to the Amherst landfill and will pay the current tipping fee. It's estimated that Nelson County will require approximately 30 days of use of the Amherst landfill for the disposal of 1,000 tons of solid waste at a cost of $44,000 to be paid to Amherst County. Candy McGarry is the Nelson County Administrator. She's here with us tonight, and Jeremy Lombardo, our Public Works Director, is also here. Do you have any questions for staff? This is, I want to reiterate, this is temporary. And it's approximately 30 days.
Okay. Board, any questions?
Yeah, I just have a general question. So Nelson is in Region 2000 Service Authority, right? So are they trying to save some money on trucking? Because you truck, I mean, once it's compacted, you truck the trash to Lynchburg, all the way to Campbell County, right? And so now you're just trying to avoid having to go the extra few miles or what have you?
Yes, sir. We're trying to avoid going the extra miles and also avoid the extra time that it takes. It would save us a great deal of time to haul here versus to Region 2000 and allow us to more efficiently process the waste during this time period.
And this will just be for a 30-day period, correct?
Yes, it'd be temporary, 30 days. I believe we have up to 40 days grace period from Region 2000.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, board, is there any other questions?
My only question is, how will this affect the county? I mean, I don't know how much waste that will be, considering that we are still in the process of, you know, opening our new cell and how that will affect our timeline and so forth.
Yeah, that's a great question. If you want to answer that, Mr. Chairman.
Either you or Mr. Lombardo, I would imagine.
We talked. I think I can handle it. If I'm wrong, he'll jump up here. Because Cell 2 is open and we're accepting trash, we had told Ms. McGarry that we really wouldn't consider this request until Cell 2 was open. Because it's open and permitted, we feel like we're good in that arena. Mr. Lombardo, I talked to him today. He said this will impact and will take about 1 week away from our 15-year lifespan. So pretty minimal amount of waste that's coming in overall.
Okay. All right, so the way I understand this, Nelson is redoing their transfer station tipping floor. So instead of their trash going there and then ultimately going to the landfill, it'll just come directly here into our, what was going to be a transfer station and go into our landfill.
Yes,
Is
sir.
that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, is there any other questions? If not, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion, Mr. Chairman.
All right, there's a motion on,
I move that the board authorize the county administrator to execute the MOU with Nelson County as presented. We look forward to helping our neighbors.
absolutely. Okay, thank you, Ms. Tucker. There is a motion on the floor by Ms. Tucker to approve. Is there any further discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I vote aye. Any opposed? Very good. That is approved. We'll move on to County Administrator's Report. Mr. Bryant, I see we have boards and commissions for the EDA, Agricultural Committee, and Parks and Recreation.
Yes, so we have a lot going on. At first, we'll talk about the EDA. The terms of Calvin Kennan, Jr., District 3 Representative, and Andrew Proctor, District 1 Representative on the Economic Development Authority Board expired on January the 18th, 2026. Mr. Kennan submitted his letter of interest and indicated his desire to be reappointed. Mr. Proctor also submitted his letter of interest for reappointment as well.
Okay, thank you. So both gentlemen are currently serving. Board, what's your pleasure?
Mr. Chairman, I would like to make a motion to reappoint Mr. Calvin Kennan to the EDA.
Okay, there is a motion on the floor by Ms. Tucker to reappoint Mr. Kennan. Is there any discussion on that? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I vote aye. And next we have Mr. Proctor. Board, what's your pleasure?
I'll make a motion, we reappoint Mr. Proctor to the EDA board. I think he's done a fine job. I've enjoyed working with him and getting to know him, and I think he's a valuable member of that board.
All right, thank you, Mr. Pugh. Is there any discussion on that? All right, all those in favor of reappointing Mr. Proctor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And I vote aye. Congratulations, thank you for your service to Amherst County. Moving on, Agricultural Committee vacancies update.
Mr. Chairman, we're letting you know that we have 3 vacancies from Ed Sale, Jeff Floyd, and Chris Bryant. They're all open. We're going to continue to put this on the agenda to create awareness and make sure you're aware that we have these openings. Let the public know as well so people can apply. But at the moment, we don't have anyone that's sent a letter of interest in yet for this committee.
And you've been advertising?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, ma'am.
I received notice today of a person who is interested in the Ag Committee. They are currently talking to Eric Bowen. It's my understanding that, well, never mind. That's just FYI.
So there may be someone in there?
Yes.
Okay. All right, moving on, Mr. Bryant, to Parks and Rec.
Yes, sir. John Mann, District 5 Representative for the Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Development Board, is no longer able to serve on that committee. Staff received letters of interest from Matt Torrance, as well as Alonzo Matthews. I believe both of them are here with us tonight. We have provided you, Board, a set of questions, and we have also informed both of them that you may interview them tonight. What we historically do is ask one of them to leave the room. Ms. Freeman will take them out and put them and take them out to a different room, and we can interview them if that's your pleasure.
Board, is that how you would like to proceed?
I think it'd be most appropriate.
All right, let's go in alphabetical order. So we'll go with Alonzo Matthews first. If you please come forward, and Mr. Torrance, if you step out. Hello, Mr. Matthews, how are you?
All right, how y'all doing?
Doing well, sir. So we just have a series of questions, and we'll go right down the line. And give us your feedback and your answer, and I will start. Could you please state your name, your address? You don't have to give us your actual, because we don't want anybody coming after you tonight. But, you know, where you live and community involvements in Amherst County, please.
All right, Alonzo Matthews, address 1027 South Coolwell Road. As far as the county, grew up here in the county, played football, baseball, basketball at Amherst County High School, graduated of 1995. Under Mickey Crouch, played recreation baseball, Madison Heights, currently serve as the state UIC for Dixie Youth Baseball as far as umpires. I sat on the Madison Heights Dixie Youth Baseball Board, very active in the community with the youth, was a member of the Iron Program, the co-director of that. Currently work as a juvenile probation officer in the county, so I have the flexibility. Served as a coach at the high school for a couple years, from 2002 to 2007 with Coach Abel. Still have a lot of connections in the community as well as the high school.
All right, thank you, Mr. Matthews. Mr. Adams?
Mr. Matthews, please share your understanding of the roles of the Amherst County Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Development Board in county government and its current activities.
I really don't know much. I have reached out and spoken with a few people. My understanding is basically just trying to make sure rules and regulations are set to basically empower the youth in the community as well as maybe bring in new sports, talk about new activities for the kids to actually get involved with.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Pugh?
All right, well, I must admit that I know Alonzo really well. We played football together. He's an outstanding guy, always been involved in the community. So, a great guy. Please state why you want to serve on the Amherst County Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Development Board.
Just in a nutshell, I mean, you know, my passion for helping the kids, my passion for just being a member of the community, but also helping be able to direct people in the community to different services. I don't like to pat myself on the back, but a lot of people reach out to me for different things, whether it's counseling services to sports, whether it's, you know, we don't have the money to help to cover sports, you know, so just finding different avenues to help the youth in the community as well as, like I said, the families. I grew up like most of the kids who didn't have much, you know, but sports kind of led me to where I'm at today. I mean, without the guidance from coaches and certain teachers, you know, a lot of us, we miss out on opportunities like this simply because we don't know which direction to go in.
Thank you.
Mr. Campbell?
Do you currently maintain any personal, professional, or commercial relationships with county staff, program providers, or board members? And are you acquainted with any of the current board members or members of county staff, and how so?
No and no. I actually don't know any of the board members. If I'm correct, I met Mr. Nixon before walking in, but pretty much, you know, my goal is to just, like I said, be a servant of the community. And if that's possible, then that's what I want to do.
Thank you.
So you were talking about current Parks and Rec Board members.
Yes,
You don't know any?
I do not.
Because you know we go to the gym together, right?
Yeah,
And
but
you show me up all the time.
no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
Alonzo, you have to let us know when you're there with him, because yeah.
In that case, I'll make sure you get a video.
Yeah, please.
All right. Thank you. Ms. Tucker?
Please share your thoughts on what is lacking in the county's Amherst County's Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Development Board program, and how would you make improvements?
I mean, one of the biggest things that I can see just serving on the board for Madison Heights District Youth Baseball as well as serving as an umpire is knowledge. I don't think people know when and how to sign up or register because, like, again, I get those questions. You know, I don't know when baseball registration is. I don't know when basketball registration is. But I think if we can find a way to get this information out, and if that means going into the schools, dropping off letters, letting the students know, as well as getting the schools to put it on their website, you know, that's what's going to help, I think, grow the number of participants in different sports in the community.
Those are good ideas. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Matthews, that's all the questions that we have for you. Do you have anything else you'd like for us to consider?
I don't have any questions. I mean, thank you guys for your time.
Thank you. Board, any other questions? All right, thank you, Mr. Matthews. If you go out, we'll bring Mr. Torrance in.
All right.
Good evening, Mr. Torrance.
I do.
Thank you for your interest in the Parks and Recreation Board. What we'll do is we'll ask you 5 questions. I'll start, and then we'll just go down the line. So our first question is, would you state your name, where you live at, your address, and any community involvements you currently have in Amherst County?
My name is Matthew Torrance. I'm in District 5. Community, when my son was playing football, Little League for Manelson, I was on the board there, the executive board as a player agent and as a equipment manager. I also, when my son played hockey in Lynchburg for the the Coyotes, I was an equipment manager and I played line coach.
Thank you. Mr. Adams?
Mr. Torrance, please share your understanding of the role of the Amherst County Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Development Board in county government and its current activities.
I really don't know too much about it. I just want to, get involved with the youth and get more going, because I see a little lackadaisical sometimes with some of the sports in the area. I've seen a drop off over the time, like with the Bruins. They went away for a couple of 3 years, and then it's come back. But I still see a big problem with getting our kids, because they need to do something besides sit behind the screens and the games and the TVs. They need to be more involved.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Pugh?
All right. And you may have already answered this question somewhat, but maybe you can expand. Please state why you want to serve on the Amherst County Parks, Rec, and Cultural Development Board.
To be a part of something and positive in the community. I've been here 23 years. I'm from Campbell County. I lived in Rustburg for the first 30 years of my life. I moved here 23 years ago, and I like the county. Not going to move, but I just want to be a part of something positive for the kids to go up today, because there's such a negative influence in the world today.
Thank you.
Mr. Campbell?
Okay, do you currently maintain any personal, professional, or commercial relationships with county staff, program providers, or board members? Are you acquainted with any of the current board members or members of county staff, and how so?
Yes, Frank Campbell.
I think we're talking about the Parks Board.
Oh, Parks Board? No.
Okay. Ms. Tucker?
Please share your thoughts on what is lacking in the county's Amherst County Parks, Recreation, Cultural Development Board program, and how would you make improvements?
I need to, investigate more, look more into it, but I would suggest just to try to gain more stuff for our youth in today's world.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Torrance, that's all the questions we have for you. Do you have anything else you'd like to let us know about?
Sir.
Board members? Okay, thank you. If you'd go bring Mr. Matthews back in. Okay, board members, I do serve as a liaison to the Parks and Recreation Board, and I think we have two really good candidates here. I do know that, from what I understand, the Parks and Recreation Board, their recommendation would be for Mr. Matthews. He stated he didn't know any of them, but they know you. So, you guys have any other discussion? If not, I'd make the motion that we appoint Mr. Alonzo Matthews. Any discussion on that? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed?
Nay.
Okay, motion passes 4-1.
And I would like to say, Mr. Chairman, I don't have anything against Mr. Matthews at all. I don't know him as well as I know Mr. Torrance.
Understood. Gentlemen, this is always a very tough thing for us to do. We appreciate your interest. If you want to serve on the Planning Commission, there's going to be a new member real soon. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, moving on, the We removed the vape shop discussion, but Mr. Dadak, is there anything else you'd like to talk with the board about?
No, I appreciate the time. Glad to be here.
Thank you for being here. All right, we'll move on to liaison and committee reports. First up is the Parks and Recreation and Cultural Board. The Parks and Rec held their first meeting of 2026. They continued to elect Ms. Bailey Angus as the chair. Heather Follett will be the vice chair. Some things coming up. Let's see, Saturday, March 28th, which is closer than you would think, at Sweetbriar College from 11 to 4. Amherst County Day at Sweetbriar College. So the Parks and Rec Board will be taking part in that. Also doing the Easter egg hunt. The department's also offering flag football this spring, and soccer is currently taking registrations. They are also working with Hill Studio on finalizing plans for Kilgore Community Park, the conceptual plans, and what kind of amenities will be in that. So our Parks and Recreation and Cultural Board is hard at work, and we appreciate the work that Mr. Nixon and that board does. Moving on to Planning Commission, Mr. Adams.
Mr. Chair, I was unable to attend the first Planning Commission meeting due to a previously planned trip. Mr. Creasy, is there anything you want to update us on that occurred last Thursday night?
Three things. There were two special exceptions, both for wireless cell towers, one at Manellis Middle School and the other one down on Kentmore Farm Road near the intersection of Kentmore Farm and Brightwells Mill, which is sort of near our landfill. Those passed and were recommended for approval to you all. And then the third item is that the EDA has sent a letter to the Planning Commission to look into height requirements in our industrial district. Staff is currently performing research on surrounding localities and going outside a little bit of the surrounding localities and bringing back information to them to see if they'd like to move forward with an ordinance.
Mr. Creasy, is that for buildings or cell towers?
That's for buildings.
I got you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Is there
Mr.
any other
Creasy.
questions for Mr. Creasy?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Creasy, I had a constituent reach out to me about the cell tower at Manellison. Could you get me the information on that? I have nothing to,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir. Moving on to Emergency Services Council, Mr. Adams.
Last Emergency Services Council meeting we had a couple weeks ago, right, Mr. Bean? Pretty benign, just some discussion about some various projects within the different stations. I think one of them affected Amherst Fire Department, where we made the decision to put a generator at Amherst Fire Station, where we'll now have all 3 fire stations online once Amherst Fire Department gets completed, to where we have backup power, which we may need that sooner than later. We also just presented in front of the fire chiefs and/or their designees to be thinking about the future direction of the Emergency Services Council. And then lastly for me, and I'll open it up to Chief Beam in case I missed anything, some of us attended the Fire and EMS banquet a couple weeks ago, well, a week and a half ago at Sweetbriar College, and I must say, Chief Beam, you did a fantastic job. You and I know you had plenty of help assisting you, but that was very refreshing to see the amount of fire and EMS staff from volunteer and the career side, and it was impressive. So I personally very much enjoyed the discussions and the fellowship at night. So I just want to personally thank you for doing that for our fire and EMS staff. Anything else I missed, Chief Bean? Okay, that's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
I particularly enjoyed the picture of Chief Beam dressed as a chicken and
I was going to leave that alone,
Fester.
Mr. Chairman.
But, okay, we'll move on.
I can't say that won't show up at a board meeting one night.
That's true. All right, we'll move on to the Agricultural Committee. Ms. Tucker.
Yeah, I don't have anything to report.
All right, thank you, Ms. Tucker. All right, we're back to citizen comment. Is there anyone that would like to address the board? Yes, ma'am. If you would, please state your, well, I don't think you live in the district, but.
Yes, sir. Candy McGarry, Nelson County Administrator. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank the board for your support of our request tonight. Really appreciate it. Also express my appreciation to Mr. Bryant for working with me to bring this forward to you for consideration. And also offer that should Amherst need anything from Nelson County, we would be happy to assist, and don't hesitate to reach out. So just wanted to thank you very much.
Well, thank
There
you.
was that ag center that time.
Yes, ma'am, I am well aware. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we remember that, okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, is there anyone else that would like to address the board? All right, we will move on to matters from members of the Board of Supervisors. Ms. Tucker.
I don't have anything, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Campbell.
Nothing at the time.
Mr. Pugh.
I have nothing.
Mr. Adams.
Nothing.
And I have nothing. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All right, we stand adjourned.
Well, we had the next one probably won't be that short. We didn't have a lot of public hearings,
Oh, we'll make up for it.
yeah.